please. The member for Prospect. Take 3, and I warn you, this is the final take.
We'll see. Look, thank you for your advice, Mr. Speaker, and for helping me write this question, which no doubt, because you wrote it, it should be right now.
I told you what not to say. I told you what not to say.
My question is the Chair of the Committee on Investment, Industry and Regional Development.
Surprise attack.
Here we go. Given your committee is conducting an inquiry into the expanding support for drought-affected communities, does your committee support the Premier's plans to spend $1.5 billion relocating the Powerhouse Museum instead of drought relief?
I'll hear from the Leader of the House.
You've got to be kidding, he's already approved it.
From the Leader of the House. Quiet, please.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on standing order. Do you guys want to listen?
Quiet.
I rise on standing order 127.
Yep.
The reason I do so is that whilst the committee is inquiring into drought relief, they are not inquiring into the Powerhouse Museum, which is in metropolitan Sydney. And the question specifically relates to whether the chair of the committee supports the Premier's plan in relation to the Powerhouse, not drought relief, and that is why, given that there is no reference before the committee in relation to the Powerhouse Museum, that question, I believe, is out of order.
Okay. I'm happy to rule on it now without you. I'm happy to rule the question is in order. And the chair can make it clear very easily if Powerhouse Museum hasn't been raised in the context of the drought relief committee, he can make that very clear.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Chair.
And I thank the member for Prospect for his question, and I welcome the question and the opportunity to speak as Chair of Regional Industry Investment and Development. It seems...
Member for Canterbury is on 3 calls.
Of course we have...
Member for Maroubra is on a call.
And Jeff.
Member for Port Stephens is on a call.
We have this beautiful rain across our state. We have this rain today, and due to a leaking roof at Parliamentary House, we have a lot of drips on level 10. But apart from that... But despite the rain, it is important that we still have a focus on drought across our state. And I want to take this opportunity, firstly, to thank the members of my committee. And it is a bipartisan committee, and we welcome the fact that there is a collegial fashion to our committee. We have already travelled...
Order!
We have already travelled across to Orange, and I thank the member for Orange for hosting us there at the end of last year. And despite comments about Powerhouse, this is the important work that this committee does. We were there, we went out to Manildra, we see how desperate that drought has been. I have already had conversations with local farmers saying that despite the rain, the impacts of the drought still carry through on our people, and they will carry through. So it is no time to trivialise. What we say is that our committee is working hard. It is in inquiry at the moment. There will be hearings. We will be travelling out to Armidale. We look forward to travelling to Yass as well. We look forward to hearing to the community.
Member for Prospect rises on a point of order.
Mr. Speaker, 129, the issue was about the $1.5 billion not going to drought relief, not about the rain, not about your committee and your friends. It was about the fact the Premier's policy is $1.5 billion not going to regional drought relief.
Okay. It seems that you're uncomfortable that we are the powerhouse over here and the museum's on this side. But what we will do, we will conduct our inquiry, we will submit recommendations, and we look forward to the member for Prospect and his keenness to look into the recommendations of our committee. Thank you.